Social Studies Department, this is Electra speaking. How may I direct your call?
So our third quarter class subscriptions are up a healthy 4.5%. Now, Dorothy and Robin have been writing us pretty hard because of the proposed merger that's coming up. But I think we're in good shape. We're going to cut per pupil expenditures by 12% next year, and that puts us in a perfect position to subsume poli-sci. I think in the future, when people look back at this moment in social studies, they will say, this was our finest hour. My father was a broker on Wall Street. He taught me everything that I know about how to run a business. As the head of Social Studies Department, I take great pride in the fact that we have the lowest per student expenditure of any department here at Beverly Regional. After all, it's all about the numbers. But, my friends, we cannot rest on our laurels. I've got some reforms in place that will have to do with textbooks. And also, I'm proposing legislation that will completely reform and allow us to surge ahead in our ability to change the way we write the research paper. Thoughts on that?
Jim, you know where I stand on this. We've discussed this before. I vehemently disagree. I don't feel like it's in our interest to prescribe research methods to our students. I think a looser, more hands-off approach is much, much better. Students really don't respond well to method and organization and structure when it comes to research.
I completely agree, Allegra. I mean, I know it's not popular in the department, but I don't even care if the kids use Wikipedia.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. I get an advanced degree in social studies in the Bahamas, and I'm sitting around the table and listening to us talk about Wikipedia? I mean, what about the MLA? It's the industry standard. What about rigor?
MLA, my foot. That's passé. We need to move to the future.
This bickering is getting us nowhere. For me, it all comes down to the analogy of a...
What are you getting at, John?
I apologize. I completely forgot what analogy I was trying to make.
Well, we're running a little short of time, so I think we have to get to the part of the meeting where we talk about course descriptions, so I'm going to turn the meeting over to Tim.
Thanks, Jim. It's looking, folks, like next year's course descriptions are going to be absolutely outstanding. I'm about to present you a wonderful packet. I think you're really going to enjoy what we've done. Excuse me, just 1 second. I must have missed the call, but don't worry, he'll call back.
Yeah, I must have missed it.
So was it cocky to take a phone call during meeting? Well, let's see. If you were expecting a call from your broker and you could flip your ski condo for $800,000, wouldn't you take the call? Look, I'm second in command around here, and I could buy the whole place in a second if I pulled the trigger. Everybody knows it. Waters knows it. It's just dollars and cents, baby. So if you think that's cocky, sue me. I'll win.
I will not be subsumed.
That's what she said.
I will not allow Jim Waters and those weakling socialists to take us over.
No one is going to be taking us over. Not the socialists, not Jim Waters, not Tim Blazendill, not the feminists.
As assistant chair of this department...
Assistant to the chair.
As assistant to the chair of this department, I will do anything to stop us from being taken over.
Frankly, if I were you right now, I'd be more worried about keeping my own job. It's every man for himself.
Our jobs are at stake?
Oh, I'm sorry, did I give that impression?
I should never have quit that prison guard job.
Right, you were assistant to the parking lot guard?
Yes, I was assistant parking lot guard. I volunteered. That prison guard position was my ticket into law enforcement. Since then, I've had 2 part-time crossing guard positions, and I am the official dance chaperone, aka semi-armed guard, at all Beverly Regional Junior College's dances and socials. That makes me a bigger wolf in a kingdom of wolves, where only the biggest wolves survive, along with the cheetahs, of course, because they can outrun us.
Frank, everything's going to be just fine. I've put a call into the Templeton Employment Agency, and I'm pretty sure by the end of the week, I'm going to be able to have an intern around here to help me out.
An intern? For what?
To avoid being subsumed or exhumed or whatever by the social studies department, I deemed it wise to have an extra pair of hands to help me out.
Yeah, but I thought Robin didn't want you to spend any more money.
Frank, there are some things you're simply never going to understand. First of all, having an intern never hurt anybody. And, of course, it never hurts to have more girls running around the office, does it?
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, maybe we should go check on our cadets and see how they're doing. I'm assuming they're working calmly away, completely oblivious to all of this behind-the-scenes activity.
Rich, what's going on with this merger?
We need to know that our jobs are secure. Nobody has tenure in this department, for heaven's sake.
Look, this is a really bad time for me, okay? I am trying to get sober, and my cat is in a really bad way.
Rich, we really need to know what's going on. Should I even bother ordering textbooks for next semester?
Rich, as human resource rep, I must insist that you bring some clarity to this situation.
Who invited the HR guy anyway?
Rich, it's my job. I'm here to help you all.
All right, that's it. Everybody in the conference room in 10 minutes, and bring your teacher's manuals when you come. It's clear to me you guys cannot handle a crisis without my help.
If there's a merger, I refuse to be part of the social studies department. I don't own the right clothes to teach with them, nor would I ever buy them. Social studies teachers dress like tramps.
Until this afternoon, the political science department has been a haven of tranquility and a cocoon of unbridled love.
Amen, brother.
Hallelujah, John.
Oh, I need a drink.
But when an eensy-weensy rumor gets started that our department may be dissolved in the next few days and that we might lose our jobs, you all went and freaked out.
So, is it a rumor or a fact?
By the end of our session today, I'm convinced that I will convince you all to convince yourselves that everything here is hunky-dory and A-OK.
You know, the funny thing is, Rich's words were actually really comforting to me. They reminded me of the last things that my third husband said to me. He was definitely my favorite of all the 7. Bastard. I don't smoke.
In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth, he worked hard for 6 days, and then he was able to rest on the 7th. Now, when I created this invaluable teaching resource for you to use, I only labored for 3 days. And then I took the extra 4 days, and I was able to go hang out at the Mohegan Sun.
It almost sounds like you're comparing yourself to God in this analogy, Rich.
Oh, gosh, no, Josh. No, that's not what I'm doing at all. I was merely trying to point out, by use of a metaphor, that I work more efficiently than he did, and thus I was able to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Or gamble them off in this case.
So, Rich, is this actually going anywhere? Because I have papers I could be grading.
Maybe you'd like to teach this class, Yasmin?
Oh, piss off, Rich. I've known Rich since bloody grade school. In fact, I was his counselor at summer camp, and many's the time I had to change his sheets after he'd wet the bed as a 15-year-old. So no, I don't take any of his.
So, continue